we are going to present the influence of monetary policies in the current economic recession in the United States. In this report, we will make a conjunctural analysis of the economic recession in the United States from the perspective of the current economic policies to try to make known, in principle, all two previous events that gave way to the current economic recession. Firstly, we have the actors. We find that the Federal Reserve of the United States stands out as the main actor, which is carrying out a quite aggressive monetary tightening campaign where it is trying to squeeze inflation out of the US economy. After we have the central banks around the world also began to raise their own rates. For example, the credit increase in Argentina is at 69% and in Colombia it is at 10%. The last one is the EMF, which informs us that the world growth may plummet by 2.7% at the end of this year, while the three largest economies will continue to stagnate.
The International Monetary Fund annual review of the United States economy highlights the policy's need to return inflation to the Federal Reserve medium-term target. Ways for most workers did not keep up with inflation, reducing household purchasing power and causing great hardship. Higher gasoline and food prices have been affected by international developments, but prices for other slaves, including housing and transportation, have also risen significantly, and if sustained, could last longer. According to the BBC News World, the current debate in the United States revolves around the dilemma of how far to raise interest rates without going too far in the end. If the price to pay for controlling inflation is economic recession, the outlook for the year and the next does not look very promising in the US and the rest of the countries that are also raising the cost of the credit at the speed that has not occurred in decades. In conclude, on the other hand, at a global level is affecting the foreign exchange market since it generated increases in the dollar against other currencies, which in turn leads to the increases in the price of raw materials and negative impacts on imports and exports. In matters of cooperations and the international economy, the United States is being seen affecting negative, given its drastic monetary policies in the face of the decreases in economic activity.